हेलो फ्रेन्ड, वेलकम टु माई च्यानल। आज चाहिँ हामी एउटा इन्ट्रेस्टिङ टपिक लिएर आएको छौँ, नेगोसिएबल इन्स्ट्रुमेन्टको बारेमा। र आज हामीले चाहिँ दुईवटा कुरा, चेक र ड्राफ्ट भनेको के हो र यसको टाइप्स है त आज हामीले पढ्नेछौँ। र सुरुमा चाहिँ चेकबाट सुरु गरौँ है त। चेक, अ पर्सन or an institution deposit money in banks with the provision of withdrawing it at the time of need. सर म यो पढ्छु। For such withdrawal, a check is used. A check is an order of payment to the bank by the depositor. It directs the bank to pay a certain sum of money to the particular person or institution or bearer of the check. A check refers to a negotiable instrument that contains an unconditional order to the bank to pay a certain sum mentioned in the instrument from the drawer's account to the person to whom it is issued or to the order of the specified person or the bearer. With the modern digital payment system prevailing and progressing, the use of check has declined globally. However, it is still preferred payment mode in trade, especially in domestic trade. There are three parties to a check: drawer, drawee and payee. A drawer, drawee, payee भनेको के हो है त सम्झिनुस्। ड्रयर भनेको एउटा कम्पनी हो, ड्रई भनेको एउटा बैंक हो र पेयी भनेको एउटा कस्टमर हो है त। त्यो आधारले सम्झिनु होला। ड्रयर भनेको द पर्सन हु ड्रज द चेक द्याट इज साइन्स एन्ड अर्डर द बैंक टु पे द सम है त। ड्रई भनेको द बैंक अन विच द चेक इज ड्रन अर हु इज डाइरेक्टेड टु पे द स्पेसिफाइड सम रिटर्न अन द चेक। पेयी भनेको द बेनिफिसरी द्याट इज टु हुम द एमाउन्ट इज टु बी पेड है त। अपार्ट फ्रम दिज थ्री पार्टिज देयर कुड बी टु मोर पार्टिज टु अ चेक। एउटा इन्डोर्सर छ, एउटा इन्डोर्सी छ। अब इन्डोर्सर भनेको के हो, इन्डोर्सी भनेको के हो है त। इन्डोर्सर भनेको के हो त भन्दाखेरि सम्झिनुहोस् एउटा तपाईँले, इन्डोर्सरले प्लेस अ साइन गर्छ, सिग्नेचर गर्छ केमा, नेगोसिएबल इन्स्ट्रुमेन्टमा भनेको चेकमा, र ट्रान्सफर टु इन्डोर्सी भनेको अनरसिप लिगली ट्रान्सफर टु कसलाई, इन्डोर्सीलाई है त। भनेपछि इन्डोर्सर भनेको व्हेन अ पार्टी ट्रान्सफर हिज राइट टु टेक द पेमेन्ट टु अनदर पार्टी, ही अर सी इज कल्ड इन्डोर्सर। इन्डोर्सी भनेको हो त भन्दाखेरि द पार्टी इन हुज फेभर द राइट इज ट्रान्सफर्ड इज कल्ड इन्डोर्सी है त। अब हामी जाऊँ टाइप्स अफ चेकमा। There are different types of check in practice in the banking sector. Such type is identified by parties involved in the check, endorsement, amount mentioned, etc. Concerned with the check, mainly the key types of check have been discussed below. है त। ओपन चेक, ओपन चेक भनेको के हो, अदरवाइज कल्ड एज अनक्रस्ड चेक। इट इज one which cash is payable at the counter of the bank or it is transferred to the bank account of the person whose name is written on the check. It is negotiable instrument, that is, it is transferable in nature. Bearer check. Bearer check refers to the check which can be encashed by the person whose name is written on the check or anyone who present the check before the bank for payment. It is negotiable instrument in nature, which can be transferred by simply delivering it, and so endorsement is not needed. No identification of the presenter or holder is required in case of bearer check. अब order check मा जाम है त। As the name suggests, it is the check that becomes payable to the person or organization whose name is specified on the check or to his order. To convert a bearer check into an order check, the word or bearer is stricken off from the check. Endorsement of the check to the third party is done by simply signing on the check. अब हामी जाउँ क्रस चेकमा. You might have observed two transverse parallel line at the top left corner of some check, which may or may not have the words and company, account payee or non-negotiable. Such check are regarded as cross check. The amount on such check is credited to the account of the payee. Self check मा जाऊँ हामी 5 number. When a person wants to withdraw money from his account by writing self at the name of payee, it's called self check. Do not cross the check or cancel the word or bearer from the check. Those checks should be crossed as well as the word or bearer from the check. This check should not be crossed as well as the word or bearer should not be stricken off from the check, so that any person as your representative can receive the amount on your behalf. Blank check. A check that is only signed but the name of the payee and the date is not indicated is called blank check. Such check can be made account payee and the maximum limit of withdrawal can be mentioned. Still check. A check bears a date and is valid up to 3 months of the stated date. If a check is presented before the bank after the expiry of a reasonable period, that is 3 months after the date, then it is called stale check. Post dated check. When a check is drawn containing a future date, it is called post dated check. In such case, money will not be payable by bank before that date. Antedated check. A check containing a prior date is called antedated check. Bank honors check until 3 months to the date mentioned. Banker's check, otherwise called a pay order, it is a non-negotiable instrument which is issued by the bank on behalf of the customer and is payable in the same city. Cancelled check. Due to any kind of mistake while writing the check, it is called cancelled check, and so it is called a cancelled check. Multi-lated check. A check that is torn, damaged, crossed and voiced is called a multi-lated check. Such checks are honored only when certain details are visible after confirming with the drawer. Traveler's check. A check issued by a bank for fee containing a fixed amount. The checks are enhanced or used to make payment in a foreign country after endorsement by the signature of the holders. Last, gift check. Check that are used for gift and prizes, usually very large in size, are called gift check. Banks charge a fee for issuing such check. Now we are going to discuss about draft B. Draft. A draft is a man of the payment used for payment either in a local currency or in foreign currency. The payment of the draft is guaranteed by the bank or the financial institution. The draft is generally termed a bank draft. It is a check drawn by the bank on its fund. It can be issued for both local and foreign parties. The bank where the payee deposits the draft also refers to a bill purchased. It is recognized as a security by the payee for whom it has been issued by its drawer. Under the draft system, the drawer of the draft his or her bank either by providing cash or by allowing the bank to deduct the draft amount from his or her account. It is an order from the issuing bank to the paying bank to make the payment to the name mentioned. It precises a bank draft is the written order which is given by one branch of the bank to another branch or even by one bank to another for a certain amount This is one of the common and reliable means of payment used locally or internationally. Now we are going to discuss about difference between draft and check. Meaning, draft check. It is meaning draft. It is prepaid means of payment where the drawee bank guarantees to make the payment in full when it is presented for the payment. Now check. It is written order to make payment of the certain sum of money to the person or institution or the bearer of the check by the depositor. Now basis drawee. It is drawn by the bank to its branch or any other bank. Check. An account holder of the bank can draw a check. Parties. Both parties, that is drawer and drawee, are bank. Check. The drawer and pay are different person in a check. Need of signature. No signature is needed to transfer the fund in draft. Signature is a must to transfer fund in check. Payment stop. In draft, payment cannot be stopped in the draft once it is issued. In check, payment of check can be stopped by the drawee. That's all for today, friends. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.